Good afternoon. My name is Lieven Bauwens. I'm a board member of the International Disability Alliance. I'm on that board as the Secretary General of the International Federation for Spina Bifida and Hydrocephalus. That's to explain why I wear two hats. Actually, I wear a third hat that is closely related to this topic. I'm a founding member of a charity that provides care and rehabilitation for children with disabilities in developing countries. And assistive technology is really important for that purpose. On the gardening, if you have any questions on food forestry or permaculture, you can always ask me. It's fascinating. So on the International Disability Alliance, it was created in '98 when the negotiations started on the CRPD. And once those were adopted, the role of the International Disability Alliance did change, and so now it's focused on looking after the implementation of that convention. And so they support their members, like the International Federation, in advocating for the implementation of that convention. And so it's truly a global network of disability organizations. There are two types of members. One is the regional members, and you can see there's 6. And then, can you see that?
Yep.
Because I cannot read it on this screen. And then there's 9 disability-specific global NGOs. So the International Federation would fit that category. And altogether, it's a network of over 1,000, over 1,100 disability organizations, DPOs. I said that. And so the impact of such a network is really important. When countries years ago did not mention disability in their Universal Periodic Review, now all of them get references to disability rights. And so there are we, that's the International Federation. So I'm allowed to speak about IF, as it's also called, in this forum, because they sent me. And IF is the global umbrella of spina bifida and hydrocephalus associations, and we have 67 members in about 61 countries. Now, assistive technology is for my target group, the people I represent. I mean, this goes for all disabilities, but it's crucial. It's crucial for inclusion in education, in employment, in social life, as you can see there, a wheelchair for employment. These are twins, Claire and Etta, and you can see that Etta needs her calipers in order to go to the dancing class with her sister, or to move about in the hospital, or to go to school. You know, it's crucial. And that goes for all disabilities, and especially for spina bifida and hydrocephalus. Now, this is for your reference. You cannot read this, I guess. Chapal made a reference to the fact that almost every country has ratified CRPD. At this moment, 173 countries have ratified it, so it's almost universal. And assistive technology is mentioned in quite a bit of articles. And so I've referenced them there, so you don't have to look for them. Are the presentations shared with everyone? Yeah. So you don't have to look into the convention. You're invited to, but all the mentions on assistive technology are in that slide. So there are quite a bit. And now it stopped working. There. And so the role of the convention, the spirit of the convention is that nothing about us being persons with disabilities, without us. And so I would thank Chapal and WHO for involving the International Disability Alliance and other persons with disabilities in the development of the assistive products list. And we cannot really underestimate the importance of this list, as Chapal has already mentioned before, in trying to generate demand in order to create sufficient volume and improve availability, and to drive down costs, because at this moment it's very, very costly. So, as I said, it's crucial for inclusion. And especially now, at times where technology changed so much, it's really important to involve the people who are affected by this development. But still, I mean, there's a lot of positive things that are happening, but the needs, and especially in developing countries, in low and middle income countries, are not met. And to illustrate that, I just put a picture up there of John. John is a little boy on the whatever side, left side. It's a little boy. I'm always confused, left and right, when you're, I mean, yeah, whatever. You talked about the 4 Ps. Now, John lives with spina bifida in the slums in Kampala, and try to meet those 4 Ps for that little boy who doesn't have any parents, and his bigger sister is taking care of his disability needs. It's incredibly complicated to get the material, the product, to John, to teach him how to use the product correctly, because if he doesn't use it correctly, I mean, what is going to happen? So that his quality of life, his health are safeguarded. That's incredibly complicated. And so the IDA, the International Disability Alliance, and its members like us are committed to partner with all of the stakeholders in order to make that happen. So I would advocate for the fact that there's 1,100 members within IDA, and to use that network of disability organizations. Thank you. You have all the contact information and backgrounds on those websites. Thank you.